I'm going to share a video with you guys to show you the difference between proper squat form and improper squat form. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, I already know how to squat. I don't need to see that. But trust me when I tell you, I see this type of form in the gym all the time, being practiced by people who think they know how to work out. So in the video, what you're going to see is the guy that's closest to the camera is my client. When we started training, he could not do a barbell squat at all because he had the beginning stages of kyphosis, which is the forward rounding of the thoracic spine. That results in the shoulders rolling forward. And when you attempt to do a barbell squat, your back doesn't have, when you have kyphosis or the beginning stages, your back doesn't have the flexibility to move through its proper range of motion without exposing you to potential injury. So what ends up happening is that the back rounds forward, you create a curve on your back, and you can essentially just blow out your lower back, right? So that said, we've spent a lot of time working on flexibility, range of motion, stability, balance, body weight strength. Now he's able to perform a proper body weight squat and a proper barbell squat. What I would like for you to do is just look in the video and check out the guy in the background. Compare his form and his technique to my client's technique, and you'll see the difference. If you're squatting like the guy in the background, make sure that you correct your form to look more like my client. Take a look. Keep going. Glutes go out, shoulders stay back. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. So in the previous video, I showed you guys the two different examples of my client squatting and then the guy in the background squatting. And I want to show you and explain the difference real quick and then show you guys how you can quickly correct it so that you don't injure yourself like that guy in the background is inevitably going to do. All right, take a look. So when we squat, very simple. You want to make sure, let's set it up properly from the beginning. Your feet are going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, right? Very simple. You want your feet to be as straight as possible. Then from here, you're going to posture up. You want your chin up. You want your chest up. You want your abs engaged to start, right? From here, we're going to push our glutes out. First thing we do is push the glutes out without compromising our posture. So the butt goes out. We're still looking straight ahead. We pick up our arms. And then as we sit, we're going to continue to reach with our glutes like we're reaching for an invisible chair, right? So your butt shoots all the way out as you sit down. Once you get here, you're going to pause. 1,000. Then you're going to exhale and you're going to squeeze your glutes to drive the hips forward. When you squat, you want to make sure that you're bending your legs and not your back. If you find yourself squatting down like this and you get to a point where your hips stick and you don't have any more range of motion in your legs or any more flexibility, you don't want to bend your back to create more range of motion. You're actually just creating an injury for yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to modify your range of motion, right? So if you know that you don't have the flexibility, you're going to squat down. You're going to go as far as you can with good technique. Maybe you only get down this far, but you'll stop here with good posture. And then you'll exhale. Squeeze the glutes to drive the hips forward. Now, if you want to achieve more range of motion and you want to do it in a way that's safe and effective, in other words, using your legs instead of your lower back, then what you're going to do is you're going to work on hip, glutes, hamstrings, lower back flexibility, right? Make sure that you really focus on loosening up all of those muscles as effectively as possible. And over time, you'll be able to achieve a full range of motion squat without putting yourself in a compromising position by bending your back forward and eventually blowing out your lower back.